voice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in everything, by prayer and patient thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus.
The coming together of the Maya community, a convergence of villagers across Toledo district, is a profound show of solidarity. They are all gathered here in San Jose, where a most terrible misfortune befell the Oh family on January 21st. Siblings Cricencia and Jospehine were found butchered to death, where these two crosses have now been erected. Despite the arrest and subsequent arraignment of 20-year-old Wilmer Escobar for the horrific chopping incident, the matter is still far from being resolved. Escobar is yet to be put on trial and convicted of the vicious double murders. The legacy of these 39 communities as peaceful and collective is of utmost importance.
Our communities need to work together. When we work together, there isn't anything, whether it is crime, whether it is any negative activity, that can infiltrate our community if we join hands and we work together. I believe that the alcaldes play a very important role, and that is why I want to congratulate the Maya Leaders Alliance and the Toledo Alcaldes Association, particularly for carrying out workshops and training for our alcaldes in understanding their roles and how they can work to safeguard our communities and ensuring that justice is served in our communities.
The peaceful gathering at San Luis Rey RC School in San Antonio is a walk for justice. As part of the wider Belizean demography, they too are affected by crime and violence.
The walk for justice is intended to call on all authorities, the police department, the Alcaldes Association, the Village Council Association, to ensure that peace and safety is kept in our communities. The murder of our sisters, Cricencia and Jospehine Oh, should not go down as another number on crime statistics. It is important to understand that we live in changing times. Hence, our traditional safeguarding practices must be strengthened to counter all acts of violence that may create instability in our communities. This walk for justice, and I have to really call out on Juan Ball. Where are you, Juan? Come beside me. And Maya Chuck. This event was called out by this young man. He felt that it was necessary for us to come together and denounce this act of violence. I am so proud and happy for you, Juan, that you came up and you decided to encourage.
Speaking before the gathering was Frola Salam, Executive Director of the Sarstoon Tamash Institute for Indigenous Management, SATIM.
I have hope that we as individuals and communities can change this growing crime rate and all that it represents. That is why I am so proud of the organizing committee. Young Ball from San Jose, who said, I cannot allow my community's name to be dragged through the mud. We are not those people. Maya Jok, who has a passion that something has to be done. We cannot continue like this. And for Ms. Pulchera Tuyul, she calls herself the grandmother. She is an elder, and so to my mind, this committee was an example of how the elders are teaching the younger ones how to mobilize.
Reporting for News 5, I am Isani Cayetano.